Welcome to John Mike Keene. We have new news. I just have an article here I found, and this is bad when it's over at CBS. This is enemy territory over with the Democrats. Headline: More Americans are having to choose between food and energy bills. Welcome to John Mike Keene. Let's do a deep dive on this complete smashing of Kamala Harris. We did it, Joe. We raised everyone's food prices.
We did it. We did it, Joe. Everyday prices are too high. It feels so hard to just be able to get ahead.
Here we go, Charlotte, North Carolina. During the heat dome that blanketed much of the Southeast in June, Stacey Freeman used windows units to cool her poorly insulated mobile home in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Over the winter, the 44-year-old mom relied on space heaters. I got friends that do that all the time. In both instances, her energy bills reached hundreds of dollars a month. Whose fault is that? That's Kamala Harris did that. Kamala Harris, 100%. Quote, sometimes I have to choose whether I'm going to pay the light bill, Friedman said, or do I pay all the rent or buy food or not let my son do a sport? You're probably going to have to not let your son do a sport. Maybe don't let him eat. Maybe you can do a sport.
And prices are still too high. We did it. We did it, Joe. For many families, there's not much left at the end of the month.
These are the kinds of choices that Kamala's campaign, all their well-wishing, they're going to save the world. They're going to save the world with their energy by shutting down Anwar and spiking gas prices. As a regional field organizer of Power Up in North Carolina, Freeman's job is to help people properly weatherize their homes, particularly in Sand Hills region where she lives and works, and where poverty and rising temperatures make residents vulnerable to the health impacts of climate change. It's not climate change, it's the health impacts of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's policy. This is 100% avoidable. They could build nuclear power right now and give everyone energy, practically free, clean burning. But Freeman's income is too high to benefit from the very services she helps others attain. The Grassroots Sustainability, Clean Energy, and Environmental Justice Initiative. That's what happens when you have a state job. You get paid too much to qualify for welfare.
Costs are still too high. A loaf of bread costs 50% more today than it did before the pandemic. Ground beef is up almost 50%. We did it. We did it, Joe. There's a serious housing shortage.
Like a growing number of Americans, Freeman struggles with what is known as energy poverty, including the inability to afford utilities to heat or cool a home. Households that spend more than 6% of their income on energy bills are energy poor. Some researchers suggest there she is outside of her trailer home with a green. These are the kind of people we would go and help in Dalton, Georgia. Energy poverty can increase one's exposure to extreme heat or cold, which raises the risk of developing respiratory issues, heart problems, allergies, kidney disorders, and other health conditions, and burden falls disproportionately on households in communities of color.
In many places, it's too difficult to build, and it's driving prices up. We did it. We did it, Joe. That as the price of housing has gone up.
This is once again their policy that hurts Black people that Trump was helping, which experienced a rate of 60% greater than those in white communities. Thanks. We did it, Joe. Once again, that's Kamala Harris. We did it, Joe. This is what you do.
The size of down payments have gone up as well. The bills add up. We did it. We did it, Joe.
I don't trust these people. They're all here just to get more money for environmental policy. This is about a redistribution of wealth, taking it back from the producers, the people that make it, and put it up under control of the government. That's all this is. And that's why we oppose all of their policies. Never put an X next to a Democrat's name. It will mean more deaths in this area of heat-related problems. Get Trump back in office, these deaths will go down. That's Black deaths going down. I'm John Mike Keene.